Recorded live from the One Innovative Studios in the Woodlands, Texas, it's the Real Estate U Show's Encore presentation.
Okay, it's the Real Estate U Show, RUWorldwide.com, in our Homes and Land studio here at Powered by Monarch Title Texas, live stream on the HughesNet Satellite Network, RUWorldwide.com, and the Real Estate U Show. This is the 180 Studios. This is the system around here that we work with, right?
Yes.
Okay, you need to clear that up because you know my mind bad. The RU Show brought to you by Platinum One Properties, a premier real estate firm headquartered in Houston, Texas, creating the standard in real estate representation. Buying, selling, and leasing, and investing in real estate. We're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific Time. The first hour is brought to you by Alta Homes, our good friend Drew Collenberg, and myaltahomes.com. You know they're out of the country, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're on their honeymoon that they didn't take after they got there. See, they had this was a big honeymoon trip, right?
Okay.
But then the family said, Drew, you have to go on a honeymoon after the wedding. So we went on a non-honeymoon after the wedding.
They went on a trip.
Yeah. And this one is the honeymoon. Okay. So that was Drew is. Our studio includes industry leaders and knowledge that's incomparable in the marketplace. Real estate used about real estate, mortgages, new construction, commercial real estate, and finance, and the entrepreneurs which drive our economy. Now, our esteemed award-winning real estate broker, all right, I was confused why she was gone. Okay, they cleared it up for me prior to the show. Well, but I still think she's on a perp walk.
Perp walk.
I got a phone call last night, said Harris County Jail. I automatically thought it was Dina.
You know what? At least she's outside of Austin and not, in a third world country this time. Because we all heard the stories about that.
So it wasn't a perp walk.
No
perp walk. But Dina, she's with Platinum One Properties, broker owner of Platinum One Properties. And you can go and get more information about Platinum One Properties at platinumoneproperties.com. That's spell out the word one. Don't be a dummy. Okay. And then you can learn more about Dina and her wonderful team over there. You guys got a good team over there.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you do. And we won't have Dina's realtor rant today.
No.
Okay, no realtor rant. I'm also joined by our mortgage solution pro, that woman who I happen to be married to. Okay, married to. Okay.
Yeah, that's the correct word.
That's right.
I know it's hard to get out, but that's the correct word. Kind of get stuck.
Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, darling.
Oh, whatever.
Glad they made it in one car today.
We drove in one car today. We on the same page. They don't tell what go down tomorrow.
True.
And our real estate sales pro, Chris Blackwell of the One Innovative Group, powered by Planet One Properties. Can't you tell? He's the RE Show cute one.
Good morning, everybody.
Did he just change his voice?
He sure did.
I said good morning.
The RE Show consists of family consists of Monarch Title of Texas, Alta Homes, Real ELC, Homes and Land, Luxury Magazine, the Luxury Institute, and our preferred commercial lender, Osborne Advisors. Real Estate U Show topics today. Lots.
I know, you sent a list.
I sent a list, that's right. Okay. RE Show, the only DBM hosted multimedia real estate show in the world. You're welcome, damn it.
And remind everybody what DBM is.
Disgruntled black man, but I'm not angry.
Well, I'm glad you're not angry.
Yeah, because angry is not good.
No.
I've
I'm
gotten a
the
lot of
angry one. I take that one.
It's just too much. Okay. Our weekly goals: educate, inspire, motivate. Class is now in session. You listen to our previous shows on the realestateushow.com website and our YouTube TV channel, which our audiences are growing exponentially. As you know, each week we go on a Real Estate U culture trip via City
adventure.
of the Week to share available properties for sale nationwide. Now, this is the only thing that the Queen of the South, Dina Ramos, my lovely wife, Jennifer Nina, and the cute one, Chris Blackwell, allow me to do unsupervised. Okay? When we in a restaurant, I try to go to the restaurant, I try to go to the restroom, they say, we need to follow you because you might wind up at the bar. Okay? When we at the park.
When you ever outside at a park?
When we at the park. He might be headed to his car to not be at the park. So, but they let me do this unsupervised, though, people. And I try to show them their faith in me by doing the right thing with City of the Week. So, I have a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 4,038 square foot home with 178 feet of lake frontage.
Oh, nice.
220 feet of channel frontage, and a total land amount of 1 acre, overlooking a 669 acre lake.
Okay.
Okay.
Water all around. I love it.
It's the perfect witness protection program getaway. Okay.
As long as if you got a boat.
Yeah, you got a boat. Okay. For a very manageable purchase price of $740,000.
Okay.
With a more than fair principal and interest payment of $4,013.72 in the town of Dick Johnson, Indiana.
That's why you got a channel in a little.
Look at that. This
That's
is a
nice.
beauty every morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Go out there and have coffee. If
Yes.
Yeah. You know, call the other people that you know in witness protection.
That's beautiful.
Look at that view.
Yes.
That's $740,000.
That's actually not
Yes.
bad.
That's
Not
not
bad
bad
at
at all. You know, of course, I don't know about living in Dick Johnson, Indiana.
As long as if it's during the summer, because Indiana get cold in the winter.
Yes, it does. Indiana gets cold. I've been up there in the winter. That's not pretty, people. Look at that.
But this is nice. I like
Yes.
the peninsula
Yeah.
coming on.
Oh.
Got your own private everything.
Still too many chairs for
Yeah,
you.
too many chairs. Too many chairs. People want to visit and stay and hang out.
Oh,
And
right.
look at
That's
see all them chairs. That's too
beautiful.
much.
So
That
even whenever
window.
it's cold,
Yes.
we can look out the window, but you know,
Yeah.
as long as if it's warm up inside, we'll be good.
There you go. Nice bedroom.
All the floating shelves, nice little heater down there. Is that all of them?
Yes. So this is
Oh,
what
no.
you have. No,
Here it goes.
this is what you have
Nice.
in Dick Johnson, Indiana. Would you like to know how Dick Johnson got his name?
Kind of curious about that one. How did Mr. Johnson get his name?
This town was actually named after the 9th Vice President of the United States, Richard Mentor Johnson, who was Martin Van Buren's partner in crime. Because
Okay.
Martin Van Buren was a crook, okay?
Yeah.
The use of a double nickname for the male appendage is both awkward and funny when you tell some, I'm a Dick Johnson resident.
Wow.
Okay, it's not my fault, people. Traumatic childhood.
He just apparently had a lot of time on his hands in his busy week, scrolling through social media
Yes, this is my job.
while he go in the bathroom or something. I don't know.
Now I have a 7-bedroom, 6-bath, 5,083 square foot mansion with a sales price of $4,950,000 with a monthly mortgage payment, nothing for you people, of $39,473.52.
Peanuts.
I'll give you the 52.
I don't have a 473 though.
That's upon you.
Okay, in Varsines, Belgium. Look at that.
That's nice.
Varsines, Belgium. All right. Look at this beautiful
Chairs.
mansion in Varsines, Belgium. As we scroll through, look at that. This your outside pool there.
It would be nice if it had some water in it.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, probably could have got $4,951,000.
Exactly.
But look at this.
I love the chandelier.
Look at the chandelier and the
All
railing.
the metal work.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you got all that metal work is, who is it?
Too many seats. Too many seats. But I love the block paneling. I've always liked the block paneling. People think it's old school. Well, I'm old school. I like the block
We
paneling.
still love you, though.
There you go. Look at
I
that.
love the kitchen.
Thank you.
Now, that is a stove and a half.
That's exactly
Okay.
right. You can have your end of the stove. I can have my end of the
No,
stove.
I don't share.
Me either. That's right. That's true.
Like, just get out my kitchen.
That's right. There's the bathroom and the walk-up tub. And the walk-up tub, my whole thing is, don't use the walk-up tub if you had a couple cocktails, okay? This is not good.
Don't slip and fall,
Don't
people.
slip and fall. Okay, so there you have that. Look at this. I like the glass
There's that
work through
mirror?
there. And the
All the
mirrors and stuff.
mirrors?
Yeah.
That's so 80s.
Well, you know, there is somebody out there who just want to see themselves walking past the closet.
And some people who should not see themselves walk by the
And then there's some people who need to see themselves before they leave the house. Oh, I like the circle
I like
drive.
Yeah, they got the whole thing working. This is your mansion. And see, I love witness protection homes because you can see where the FBI is coming from. You got to see where your enemy's coming from.
Sir, the FBI is not your enemy, and when you're in witness protection,
They could be. You don't know the shows I've been watching lately.
oh, you must be watching that new one. We started watching that too.
FBI
Night agents.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there you go. So now, this is in Varsines, Belgium. Would you like to know?
There has to be a story behind it for you to come up with something so simple name-wise.
Yes. Varsines, Belgium is actually Vampire, Belgium.
Oh.
Varsines means vampire.
Okay.
Vampire Belgium. This creepy name has an even creepier background story. The castle of Tegny, Varsines, had its own chapel. The fact you got your own chapel in, so I got a
that's
problem
weird.
with that. Okay. Which was demolished in the 19th century. During the demolition, the graves of former inhabitants were uncovered. The family of Count Charles Badaway, who lived in the castle during the 16th century, there was something most unusual about the bodies found. They were all impaled in the chest with the stake that went straight through the bottom of the coffin.
Wow. So
Yes.
it's true.
No one can say sure for sure why, but the bodies have since been lost, along with the possible answers to why. Only one clue remains: one of the stakes. To add to the mystery, the stake has the Greek symbol omega and a
watching
3
TV
carved
shows.
on it. This is the story of Varsines crash. So basically, there's the alpha and the omega. So we got this whole thing working in Vampire, Belgium. This has been our City of the Week. Thank you. We're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we're going to come back with our topics of the week. We have many topics to go over. So I'm E.L. Crane. They are not. We're out.
experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network, perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Okay, we're back, and my devastation is real. That's all I can tell you right about that.
When your executive producer has his headphones on silent mode,
yeah, you can't hear nothing I'm telling you.
And our mics are muted, he can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all? Okay. And I don't know sign language. Well, I know one sign.
I know a couple.
Okay, this is the Real Estate U Show. It is Saturday, April 15th, 2023, in the year of our Lord. We don't have no windows. I'm not scared.
Unless you look behind us.
So, we have multiple topics today.
Yes.
New construction sales, multifamily, the consumer home purchase experience, real estate capacity, staying in your real estate lane, and the team collaboration of the real estate transaction. Okay? So we're going to start off with new construction sales. We have been engaged in a lot of new construction sales of late. Yes?
We have.
Okay. So one of the things that we do a little differently is we collaborate and we market in a collective manner. How receptive are the clients to doing new construction sales that way?
I think the clients have been very receptive to our co-marketing with My Alto Homes. Even the agents and everything that we've been talking to. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's just getting the word out about these great products that we're representing. But they've been, from my standpoint, that they were very receptive. You talked to the clients as well.
Even I, as a lender, whenever I see type situations, I tell them, listen, this is what you can buy here, and this is what you can buy here. Go. And there wasn't actually a client that went over and tried. It was just too far. But
Right.
at least people are receptive
Okay.
of saying, you know what, I'm willing to see.
Right.
I mean, and you make a great point about that, is that, you're saying that for newer construction, you're not going to, unless you're like, if the numbers are tight,
Correct.
trying to be inner loop,
Right.
or heck, even nowadays, a lot of times even inner belt
Yes.
is getting tighter.
Exactly.
You have to come out a little bit to actually
And it
get
was
something
it was
more
a
affordable.
situation where he was in a tax rate of 2.9, but he wanted that a 4-bedroom home. So I was like, you can get the same thing here, but the tax rate is 1.7. So
Right.
definitely you'll fit.
Yeah.
You will definitely be able to buy the house.
And see, a lot of people don't understand. I break down the city: urban, inner urban, suburban, out of suburban, because house with the beltways and the parkway, you have to break it down that way.
Yeah.
And because the further out you go, the more bang you get for your buck. The closer you're in, you get less bang. More, but just like we're looking at
Higher prices, higher
yeah.
tax rates.
So we have a deal in office right now is 1.4. Tax rate is 4.3.
4.3.
Yeah,
Where's the 4.3?
it's 7.7. It's over in the east area.
East End?
Not East End. By the medical center.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
It's a 4.3, and it's one of those enclaves.
Okay.
Okay. And so you have that, and the house is only 2,100 square feet.
Wow, that's
All right.
crazy.
No yard. The front yard is a rock yard. You know how you do the rocks instead of the grass? And like me, it's a beautiful home, don't get me wrong, but I'm not paying that for that.
No.
Yeah,
No,
that's crazy.
I'm not paying that for that.
I'd rather drive 20 minutes. I mean, because even that's the whole thing. Living out in suburbs and some of these other classifications that you're mentioning is that front of our neighborhood, I got HEB, Walmart, Kroger, restaurants, everything
All
else
the
that I
amenities
need on a
you
daily
need.
basis.
That's right.
And I can drive an extra 10 minutes and be at the Woodlands Mall.
Exactly.
There you go. And that's the dynamic. People don't understand when it comes to new construction sales, you can be as far out as you want or as close in as you want, but you have to take into account the tax rate, the price per square foot, even if it's the same materials.
It's
The
the
location.
quality.
It's the
Yeah.
quality, right? It's the quality. It's the same material, but it's the quality and the location. Because, like some of the large distributors for the builders, you see trucks going to the north, you see trucks going to the south. Well, the ones going to the south have the same stuff on there, but it's more expensive in the south versus the north.
Yeah.
But it's the same stuff.
Well, so I was going to mention that mutual client that we have, that's from my Alta Homes, is that him and his fiance, actually more the fiance, wanted to see another builder's home in the
Right.
community, and so our team did show them, but just pointing out, you're not getting a backsplash, you're not getting,
Right.
these other items. Look at the quality, and honestly, we were showing, that was in the price point because those homes were under 200. So my Alta Homes, I mean, you can get homes starting under under $300,000.
Right.
But we are showing some friends here now, clients as well, in the mid fours, and going between like Perry and Highland.
Right.
Same price point, same square footage, but you could see that Highland was paying a little bit closer attention to details
Yes.
during and putting out a nicer product that you were going to get.
And that's the dynamic, and that's where Platinum One Properties, One Innovative Group, and My Mortgage, they come in. They're not just representing your particular interests with the transaction of the loan. They're also talking about the quality of what you are purchasing. And people don't take a lot of that, because for instance, I taught a class today. It was about taking on too much. Well, when you are representing the client, you need to take on and have an extra set of eyes for them.
Yes.
And a lot of agents they're focused on the check versus
not the process.
Exactly. And so that's why you have to have the right people on your team.
I agree.
That's why you have the right people on your team. So when it comes to new construction sales, it's also about being informative. It's also about knowledge of the product. Like, you knew what was going to happen when you took that client into the other builders before you got there, because you know Alta's product versus the other products out there. So basically, okay, let me go ahead and get this out your system.
And that's what you have to do, because I mean, representing you, we don't want you to feel like you're missing out on something.
Exactly.
So we're going to go show you, but you're going to get in there and we in the back of our minds know you ain't going to like it, but come on, let's go.
But show you.
but
Yeah.
but that's what we have to do,
You gotta
representing
do that.
you.
Exactly. Because I hear, because Drew is not only a client, Drew is a friend, and he's one of my favorite people. And because when he says, I'm not going to build something I won't live in, he means that. I mean, that's not some throwaway line. When you go into his product, you say, oh, this price point, you get this.
Yeah.
Yes, because his focus is the quality, and his dad something. We know his father too. His dad something. You want to make every transaction memorable after it closed. You want people talking about how wonderful this house is after it closes, because a lot of people, they don't feel the same way after their house closes as they do as the excitement of closing.
And how many times you can be making a phone call to the warranty company?
Exactly.
Now, warranties are great, and that's the reason why they're there. And I'm not saying that you're not going to have any kind of warranty issues with Alta Homes,
Right.
But at least they're paying attention on the front end to
Yes.
get you a great product. Side away, then hopefully you're not calling the first week and going, "Hey, this happened.
Yeah,
Come fix it."
exactly. And see, when you start out how they flipped the whole neighborhood over in Lake Conroe Village. They're doing Deer Trails Estates and
Cedar Crossing.
And then we're going out to
Lexington
Estate out there, and you can see his vision. Most builders, you can't see their vision. You can see Alta Homes' vision. And that's why we harp on them so much, because you see the video. I mean, we work with all the builders. That's not an issue for us. But when you work with a builder and the decision maker is down there in the trenches,
it's totally different.
It's totally different. Most decision makers, they're in the office somewhere
downtown.
You don't know where they're at. He's in the trenches. He has a truck strictly to be out on site to make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to work.
And he also lives in one of his homes.
And he lives in one of his homes, exactly. That's in the community. Thank you. I forgot about that. He absolutely does. So it's those kind of things that makes Alta Homes different. So when you're talking about new construction sales with Alta Homes and other builders that the teams work with, you have to have an expectation of what you're going to receive from them. And I always say, know what you want when you walk in the door of that home. Mm-hmm. And then you start talking about what you need in the home, but know what you want in that home. Mm-hmm. All right. Like when we had our home built, I was hell bent determined on a 6-foot bathtub. So I can
fit in it.
Exactly. All right. So now I was telling her the other day, I said, but then again, we wouldn't have the window in the bathroom that she wanted if I'd have did it the other way.
So you got to balance out.
You got to balance it out. You got to know what you want. So I'm E.L. Crane. They're not, but they are. Chris Blackwell of One Innovative Group. Jennifer Nina of My Mortgage Inc. The Queen of the South is in Austin or jail? Which one? Austin or jail?
Somewhere outside of Austin.
Okay. In jail outside of Austin?
No, not in jail. Probably some hippie commune or something. Who knows?
Okay. Some hippie commune? Okay.
That sounds more like it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. A hippie commune. We're going to go with the hippie commune. Okay? But the Queen of the South is not here because she needed a break.
She did.
She needed to get away. She needed to refresh, recharge, and rejuvenate.
We're going to hit her up on Monday.
Yeah.
Here's your task list for the week.
We'll drag her back in on Monday. So, but one of the things that, like today's, we got all these different topics that we're talking about, but most importantly is they all kind of come back around in regard to providing informed services for our clients and making sure that our clients are happy in the process of purchasing a home and even selling a home. Because I see how you guys work on selling a home. Oh my God. All right. Most listing, you want to beat them up. Okay. Most listing agents, you literally want to beat them up. We'll come back on that one. But, because I've sold a couple of houses. Uh-huh. I like none of them people. If I was a realtor, I'd have sold them myself. I like none of them people. Because you have so many realtors out there, they promise you the world in that listing presentation, and there's no deliverables whatsoever. Excuse me, Where's the open houses at? Excuse me. I don't see any ads or anything about this house because I saw the house that was in a gated community like 15 years ago. Beautiful gated community. Prices went up. It was needed to be sold. Prices went up, and I saw no marketing on my house, none whatsoever. No. So I'm E.L. Crane. They're not. We're gonna come back talking about multifamily market expansion. Gonna take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane, and they are not.
A digital marketing and graphic design agency. We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation of proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Then he points at you.
Yeah. Okay, we're
When you're not looking.
No, I'm not looking. You're pointing at me while I'm not looking. Okay, I'm E.L. Crane, and our executive producer and control board manager, he was telling me he was ready when I was ready, but when I was ready, not ready, he was ready. So he needs to do better than what he's doing.
And then going, as you're looking down.
They're like, okay, now I'm not looking. Okay. So remember we were talking about different things and topics today. Now, multifamily market expansion. Everybody sees all the apartment complexes being built.
Yes.
And they're rushing to build some of them. You see them?
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
Kind of scary.
It's kind of scary. Okay. So I was having a conversation in the office the other day. They said, yeah, you saw this apartment? I said, yeah. They said, well, what do you think's going on? I said, it's easy. The apartment owners associations are dancing in the street because the interest rates are high and people need somewhere to live. So they want to get in where they fit in right now. So they build up as much as
They'll
possible.
make some money while they
They
can.
make all the money while they can. Because whenever interest rates are up, you see a proliferation of new construction in multifamily.
Correct.
All right? Because the cost of buying a house is so much. But what I'm seeing a little differently now, people are coming to the realization, not all, but a lot of people are in realization, you buy when you can buy.
Correct.
The interest rate's going to always go down, but you buy when you can buy. Okay? So when you're dealing with these multifamily dwellers, I call them, who are obsessed about being in an apartment complex, which makes no sense to me, how do we convince them to understand it's always a good time to buy?
That's a great question.
That's why I asked it.
I mean, because we're always trying to educate people. If they can buy, they can buy. Another thing to remind them is, how much did your rent go up this time?
Exactly.
You know what I do? I give them a visual. I said, imagine that you have 15, 2,000, whatever you're paying in rent in your hands. And now you take a lighter and you go, psh,
There you go. Yeah. Boof. Gone.
that's it, gone. And I go, like, oh, I never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
So, if you pay $200 extra on something that is yours, you best to believe that at the end of the year you're going to have at least 10% increase.
Well, let's just talk about that. I mean, talking about the rental rates. We know for multifamily properties, we've actually heard and seen, from different people that their rents were going up $200, going up $300.
Yeah.
I had clients that we approved this past week that they had signed. Their landlord gave them a 5-year lease in 2018.
5-year lease?
Yeah,
That was illegal.
I never do that for us. I'm like, no, you want
But that's
18
illegal
months?
anyway. You can't go more than 3.
They did 5.
Okay.
And they locked in at $1,800, and now their renewal $2,500.
$700 jump.
Yes. So, I'm just going to come back and tell you, I'm not going to give you that long of a lease. We're going to go ahead and just do 18 months max, and we're going to reevaluate it whenever we get there, because then, as property management, we're not protecting our rental owner to get them the best rents if we're locking in a cheap rate today. Because we all know that rents are most likely going to keep going up.
They're going up.
But that's another thing that we remind renters, though, and honestly, us as one innovative group and one innovative management, we actually market to our tenants as well that whenever they're ready to buy, that we're here to help them when they're ready.
But see, that's the part I've always struggled with when it comes to renters, all right? How they cannot see beyond where they currently live at. All right? You have noise above you, noise on the side of you, and noise out your front door because of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay? How is this a happy place when you come home from a hard day of work?
Maybe they just like noise.
You gonna go with that one?
Listen, I know people are creatures of habit,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes it goes, this is what you grew into. Some other people have aspirations. I know Dominican people that they've traveled to New York and moved there, and they have been 38 years in an apartment they worked in Brooklyn, and they've never left.
Right.
Brooklyn. They've
Yeah.
never left Brooklyn.
That's
Is
true.
it rent control?
Yes.
Yes, it's totally rent control.
I'm about to say, if it's rent control, that's the reason why they ain't moved.
Of
Yeah,
course.
totally rent control.
But still, you have other people, okay, this is where we are here, and then they think about, okay, you want more.
Yeah.
But some people, 38 years, rent control, so you have those, it's all about aspirations of a particular person. Home ownership to me has always meant that you have pride of ownership,
Right.
Yes.
right? And you want more for your family and yours. There's people that that's not even in their.
I agree with you on some parts, because we have some tenants that, that he's like, yeah, that they're like, we just moved in here from out of town. We're wanting to get to know the area. We're on our year lease. Once it gets closer, that we'd like to actually buy something. Great. We'll be here whenever you're doing that. And then we have the flip side to where they've been living there 5-6 years.
There you go.
And they say that they want to buy something, and I think that maybe it still goes to a lack of knowledge, because even though we try to encourage them to come to like the seminars that we're holding as a group and those types of things, that they don't want to change their situation. It's kind of like they're comfortable in their situation.
Right, and they do nothing about it. It's even, and you see it like you get to know people and their habits. Like when you buy a lead, okay, I'm offering you this, and they're like, oh, there's something you said that sparked my attention. But for them to move to the next step of giving you the information, it's like, I don't know what it is. It's a fear, or they're too busy, or they just don't make time. That's not a priority.
And what you have to remember, in third ward, part of Houston, over University of Houston, Texas University, when there was a big growth in teardowns, and I thought all of these families that have been in these homes for years were going to start reaping rewards profit-wise. These lots were oversized lots. They would put 3 or 4 townhomes on. They can get one and sell 3. 82% of the people in that community were renters, had generational renters. Generational renters.
They just keep staying there.
Yeah, keep staying there, and the family stayed there, and the family stayed there. Because I didn't know the history, Third Ward was where the vast majority of the Jewish community lived at, because they weren't allowed on the other side of town because of the racism back then.
I never knew that.
Yes, because South Park is where the blacks were at. Third Ward's where the Jews were at. So the Jews didn't sell, they rented. And they held on to the rent. So their generational wealth was growing, where the people that were staying in those houses in Third Ward had been there 25, 30, 35, 40 years renting from the same family.
Wow.
And I
for
think
years.
That goes back to a conversation we had a few shows ago. But it was talking, like you were talking about, that there was programs out there to actually help, like the black community. Because we're talking about Third World and these generational, and that's predominantly what's in that area.
Exactly.
And so that was kind of like a question. So how do we, I'm going to go to you guys, how do we target those people? Is there community centers in the Third Ward or something like that,
yes,
where we could actually go in and hold these types of classes to
it's the community centers and the churches. Because the various, I'll call them culture organizations, they think they're impacting those communities, but they're really not. Because you have to go in, hear what's getting ready to come out of my mouth, all right? You have to go in with a servant's heart to be able to help the community.
Yeah.
I know my wife laughed, and you see she laughed when I said servant's heart part. Okay, so you have to go in with a servant's heart. But it's true, because most people don't understand they've been used over the years, and you have some of these cultural organizations are so self-serving. They say we're going to have this big home buyer workshop and building legacy wealth, but you're not providing the necessary information. You're saying sign up for this program and so for that program.
Because keeping them there is why they exist.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's sad, but
So 2 things that came to mind is, one is maybe not going about creating wealth, because that might actually scare them,
Right.
and lead it into more of maybe a first-time buyer class,
yeah,
Right.
definitely.
or a home buying education class.
Yes, it needs to be
And kind of
that.
word it that
Yeah,
way,
to
to
word it
where it
that way.
doesn't scare off the community.
Because the whole thing is, they need, that's why I've always thought in terms of growing wealth through real estate. The shortest distance from having nothing to having something is real estate.
Correct.
Okay?
I agree with you. I'm just
No,
just wondering the semantics of it. Is that going to scare the community?
Absolutely,
These
absolutely.
people who have been generationally renting.
It's not scaring them. It's when they go, the people are, there's no deliverables. All right? They're promising the world, but they're making it so difficult for the people to be accommodated that's the problem.
And I do know in that community, because we do have some properties that we manage slightly further south, just on the other side, just south of 610, that they were going through Easter services to help with some buyer education classes. I wonder if we couldn't team up with someone like that.
Absolutely. It
something.
starts with the churches. In those communities, it starts with the churches. Once you get the churches on your side, you're getting the community endorsement that's necessary. But you have some of these cultural associations that they have a few people that can assist and help you navigate those waters as well. Because you have a lot of RMGs that are part of those different cultural associations, from the Hispanic Association, the Asian Association, to the Black Association. They can help with that, but it has to be, they understand collaboration like you guys do, but it has to be with the endorsement of the community in and of itself, and the community in those neighborhoods, be it brown, black, white, lower middle class, it's by the endorsement of the churches. It's by the endorsement of the churches. And it's always amazed me how people don't understand the shortest distance between you and the community is the church. It's the church. It's not the associations. It's the church. Yeah. And then you have a lot of churches now who are doing business development, building and development and stuff like that. Because the leadership understands that that's a bird nest on the ground with eggs in it. And these cultural associations are not picking up the mantle of what it takes to provide home ownership opportunities for these communities. And that's what's so changed. Like our friend Jeremy, perfect example. His grandfather owns a church over there, but his grandfather doesn't know how to convey the message. Okay? So we're going to take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane. They are not, for obvious reasons, they're not as wonderful as I am. Time's up.
Business. You choose your partners carefully, promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Some people say I got a smart mouth.
Not at all.
Never.
I didn't know where it
But that's
comes
why we
from.
get along.
So wrong.
Okay, this is the Real Estate You Show. I'm E.L. Crane. You know, you haven't told the people to subscribe.
Yeah, I was
hit the
just
button.
thinking
No.
Actually, I thought he had it on there clicking. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Yes, you know, because you've been very remiss in your...
Look, there it is. See, he added on the screen for us too. Whenever we say it,
so we don't have to remind ourselves.
I thought it was going to be on there every time we came back.
Yeah.
Oh, he changed that.
He changed
Okay.
that. He over there just tweaking and tweaking.
You know what? But that's why we look great.
That's why we look great. But he just be tweaking and tweaking. All right? I'm just not bringing
He's
my
not on
flag
anything.
cover- Yeah,
He's
not
talking
on
about
anything.
tweaking the program.
Okay, you got a point.
Let's just clarify.
So now we want to talk about, okay, the consumer home purchase experience. It's changed over the years.
Yes.
It's changed dramatically over the years. And do the consumers expect more now, or they don't expect? Because you brought up millennials while we were on break, you know, because millennials make you want to take them outside and beat the hell out of them.
They do.
You should keep being old, but I don't have any problem because I'm on the older end of the millennials.
Oh, that what you going with?
I am. I was born in '82.
That's
So-
what he tells us people.
But I just think, okay, so you're talking about the consumer experience, but it's just people in general, though. We have to change our communication style according to the clients and the people that we're working with.
No.
Yes. That's the reason why he's not a realtor. He's entitled. But on the real estate side, I mean, as a realtor,
Okay.
if my client wants to, text, then yes, okay, I'm going to sit here and text with you.
Okay.
You know, if I'm dealing with an elderly, client, and I've helped quite a few, then I know that I'm going to sit there on the phone and make that phone call, and I'm going to spend about 30 minutes on the phone. You know, it just really depends on the client,
Chris,
though.
let me tell you something.
Yes. Go on.
Nowadays, if somebody does not have an email,
Uh-huh.
it will take about 4 months to close that loan.
I'm sorry to tell you, I'm dealing with one now that I wrote up the offer. My client signed his offer via dot loop, so electronically. We submitted our offer, and it took us a week and a half to get it back.
Wow.
Well, actually, because apparently they were out of
What'd you
town.
say? A week and a half to get it back?
Yes, and it took, because it was an elderly couple that owned the property. Their son had to print the deal, take it to them, go over it with them, let them think about it for a day. They came back, they countered. So you know me, I'm speedy on the spot on my phone or anything, updating the deal. Client signs it, so within like 20 minutes, here's our updated deal. 2 days later, but then here's the scary thing, is that on a Friday afternoon, I got it back, and their agent is not that old. I mean, honestly, he looked like he's about 25 in the picture, but he texts me, like, here it is, and I said, this deal's in the middle of the country. You selected in the middle, it's way out in the middle of nowhere. You selected some man, I have no clue. Like, do they even got a website? Like, can you at least execute the contract as the listing broker and send it out? I'll do that on Monday. It got to 1 o'clock on Monday, and I'm like, I ain't got time for you. I'm Googling. I got that contract submitted, and we're on our merry way. But that is the thing. We have to adjust our styles to the people we're working with.
Okay,
They're
now
their
here-
client.
In order
Wait.
to make things move, sometimes you have to lower people's jobs.
That's what, but now here, I'm going to give you, forgive me, Mr. Otis, if you watching, 'cause you watched in the past, because he thinks I need therapy. But anyway, Mr. Otis has watched us in the past. Right. So Mr. Otis is, give or take, somewhere between 75 and 105. He won't tell you. Right?
He like none of your business.
Yeah, I think it's none of your business how old I am. Okay. So Mr. Otis has this thing about texting, cell phones, and banks.
All three. The Holy Trinity.
The Holy Trinity, right? So Mr. Otis comes into the title company and says, and I quote, I have my earnest money on this condo I want to buy because it's a senior condo. I have my money, all right? I said, where's the cashier's check? He says, no, I have my money.
He has his cash.
He has his cash. I said, Mr. Otis, we can't take cash. Why not? Cash has always been king. Mr. Otis, we can't take this cash. I'll tell you what, I will drive you to a place to get a money order. How am I going to know the money order is good?
He don't even trust you.
So I said, well, we can't take cash. Oh, mind you, this is $5,000 cash.
Yes.
All right. Now, it's the kind of $5,000 cash you know it's in a box, under a mattress, in a bag. It's in a coffee cup in the backyard, folded up $5,000. All this stuff is wrinkled. Ain't nothing new about this money, okay? So I said, okay, Tim, tell you what, Mr. Otis. I just got approval from the owner, okay, to go get a $5,000 cashier's check, okay, and you're going to pay him for it. Is that okay? I need to meet him. I said, huh? He said, I need to meet him. I said, well, you already approved it, but he's not here. So how do I know he's real? Oh, Mr. Otis is a mess, right? So I said, okay. So I called the owner back. I said, hey, when are you coming to the office? He says, I'll be there in like 20 minutes. Mr. Otis is sitting in the front lobby of the office area. It's 21 minutes. You told me 20. He's one of them kind of people. Yeah. You told me 20. So I said, thank God the elevator doors opened up and he came off, the owner came off. I said, hey, here he is, Mr. Otis, right here. So he had went and picked up the cashier's check. All right. And it had it. Mr. Otis, I don't know this bank. Ms. Otis is right down the street. I don't care if it's next door. I don't know this bank. Now, are they scared to use the big box bank? He called all. He says, I said I could have. You don't even use the bank. What is wrong with you? Okay. So he says, okay, I guess it's okay. So he finally gives the earnest money, signs the paper. We give him the receipt of the contract, stuff like that. Then, so he says, you're not going to walk downstairs with me? You mean take the elevator? Oh, yeah. So we get on the elevator. You sure that check is good?
It don't matter. The owner went and got it. You're covered.
I was like, this man is like, so then about 30 days later, we get everything ready to go for the closing. Now, you know the closing.
He come in with the suitcase.
Because the closing docs nowadays, from when he bought his first home to nowadays, have gone from this to like this.
Yes.
He says, what do these people want from me? Because you see the big stack of paper. Mr. Otis, that's just the way it is right now. The first house I ever bought, it was 3 sheets of paper, and they made me a copy.
That's because you 105.
Exactly. I said, they don't do it like that, Mr. Otis, no more. He says, I am not signing all those papers. You got nobody can sign them for me?
It is kind of, you're talking about all the paperwork and everything. It was kind of crazy. A lender required one of my clients to sign off, I think about 5 or 7 times about COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And not that you, like, it was the same wording.
Mm-hmm. Different ways.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, we just sit there. This one, yeah, same statement. That one you signed about 20 times ago. They made me put it down here to make sure you sign it again the same way.
So you understand Mr. Otis now. He like, what?
Making sure that you get it.
Okay, so but then after you finish all the paperwork, as he raised hell with everybody in the closing room, let's start right there. He told the escrow officer at the time, he says, you always dress like that for work?
What was she wearing?
It was really tight. He said, you always dress like that for work? He says, ladies in my day didn't dress like that. He said it out loud, people. He said it out loud.
That's why y'all friends.
So I said, Mr. Otis, leave her alone. Just sign the paper. He said, that's distracting.
So
this man had no filter whatsoever. So we finished all the paperwork, right? So he wants to go over to his new senior condo and stuff like that. I said, Mr. Otis, when you gonna move in? He says, I'm moving in tonight. I said, okay, congratulations. I said, but that's kind of fast. He says, no, I've been eyeballing some of them ladies over there.
hopefully they wearing something tight.
He said, I ain't know. I've been eyeballing them ladies over there. I said, oh, this man.
He wants to go do another tour.
He didn't want to go to a tour. Oh, yeah. But it's like you said, you have to accommodate the needs of the client.
It's not about how we want to handle the transaction,
Exactly.
but how does the client want to do it.
That man, but it was just so funny. Remember the Real Estate U Show in the Homes and Land Studio powered by Monarch Title, Texas? Remember REU TV, Facebook Live, Facebook TV, YouTube TV, FM Live, Vimeo, TuneIn TV, Roku, Apple TV, Tasty TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max, Sling, Discovery Plus, Paramount Plus, Philo, Apple TV Plus, Sling, Fubu, Blue, Stars, The Crafty, and the Crunchyroll. All via HughesNet Live Television Network. I'm E.L. Crane. They are not. And Mr. Otis, if you're watching today, I just had to tell the story. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Otis, if you're watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, too.
Because let me tell you something. You ain't never been in a clothes like that in your life.
No.
He was sitting there telling the girl, that's just distracting. That's just too tight.
That is funny.
But it really goes into the accommodation of the client. Okay. Now,
Well, because there are people that forget that the client is our customer.
that's right. Mm-hmm. But I forgot one thing. You know how sometimes at the closing you have the champagne? Wow. He said, y'all ain't got no beer? No, Mr. Otis, we don't have no beer. Y'all need to start stocking your refrigerator with Bush beer. When did that time you heard somebody ask for a Bush beer? That man said we need to stock our refrigerator with Bush beer.
He just knows what he likes.
You know what he like. Okay, so we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and hopefully Mr. Otis is still my friend after this show is over with.
We're built for small business owners who want professional marketing that gives them an edge. Reaching the right customer with the right message at the right time is the lifeblood of any successful business. We specialize in design, development, and implementation of proven online marketing strategies in order to grow your business. Whatever you need, we can help your business find success in today's competitive marketplace. Butler Media. Start here, go anywhere.
Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs. Now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Okay, we're back in our tweaking executive producer.
I just imagine going.
Again, people, we're talking about the machinery, not him.
No foreign substances
No
have been
foreign
consumed
substances are being consumed by our executive producer.
at this moment.
No, it's not. But I have found take on clients and sell situations that they shouldn't be involved in. So how do you guys make sure that you are in the right space with that?
Well, I mean, like you said, over at the Platinum One Properties and One Innovative Group, we have a wide range of experience. I mean, we have younger realtors who are newer into the market. Right. Dina has over 20 years of experience in the market. She's handled pretty much everything. So, and Dina's also one who's about educating in her transactions.
Okay.
So a lot of times, if it's I have a couple years experience now in here. I handle the majority of our management stuff.
Right.
The day-to-day, actually finding tenants and those types of things.
Right.
Steven handles more of the maintenance type stuff.
Right.
But Dina will take on those types of things, or just more hands-on.
Okay.
And that type of stuff.
Yeah, because I've in teaching agents, of course, my favorite analogy is those who want to do luxury versus who should be doing luxury.
Yeah.
But I changed it up just a little bit. Sell luxury until you're ready to list luxury, because just because you listed a luxury home doesn't mean you're a luxury agent, number one, but do you have the capacity to market that luxury home? Because most people don't understand, I got this luxury listing. Okay, so what you doing to market it? Or what are you doing to get it sold? If you want to focus on the high-end buyer, $775,000 or more, focus on that. But in your current state, in your current space, in your current capacity, you don't need to be trying to list luxury homes because you don't have the financial capability to market these homes. Because that's a personal financial investment to get those luxury homes sold. And everybody can't do that. I had a conversation with one of the team leads. It's a very prolific team. They had a down year in 2022 of $200 million. That was a down year for them. Yeah. They are normally in the 330s to 350s. And I said, how do you keep the consistency even in a down year? She says, very, very simple. Everybody has their space of proficiency. I have people who do condos and leases. I have people who do luxury. I have people who do new construction sales. I have people that do first-time home buyers. I educate them to do all, but everybody's not ready to do all. Okay, and so they have what she says, my team is scalable. They start here, everybody starts here. I don't care if you have 5 months or 50 years experience. If you come on my team, you're starting right here with everybody else because they all get paid the same with performance bonuses attached to it.
Okay.
So I said, okay, now that makes a little sense to me because it'd be kind of scary for me to have a 23-year-old who just got their license last week and say, hey, I want you to list my $1 million house.
Right.
Okay. So Jennifer, when you're dealing with realtors who don't have a lot of experience, how do you assist them to get them through the transaction?
About having conversation, and there's a point where I've said, I just don't imply it. I said, listen, I'm here for you, and I also walk them through the process. Like if I see something perhaps that they didn't were aware of, right. I bring it to your attention make them feel comfortable to a point where now they're coming to me and asking questions.
Right.
And I think it's all about that. Nobody wants to be wrong, make feel stupid. So as long as there's an understanding, hey, I'm new, I don't know it all. because I told them I'm 20 years in the business. I don't know it all. Sometimes I have to call in and tell you I'll call you back, and that's what that's what people appreciate. Nobody expects you to do everything, but they expect you to do a good job, and that's through information.
Right.
So it's okay to tell somebody, I don't know the answer, but I'll get back to you. Give me a few.
Hang on, let me
There's
check
nothing
on
wrong
that.
with
Yeah, let me check on that. That's me. Let me check on that. Because one of the things that I have found out dealing with, I'm going to call them the agent, because when we did the class, a lot of those were new agents, right? Not much time in the business. But because of how I teach, for want of a better description, I make them eager to want to learn. Okay? And then when you have those aha moments in the room, and I love those aha moments, all right? I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. And I want to say a lot, and your broker didn't either, but I don't. I don't say it.
But that's the reason why the broker brought you in.
Exactly. But think about it. When you're working with a novice on the other side of the contract, as I say all the time, there are things you want to say to them when you have them on the phone that you know you can't because you're a professional, but you get off there, and I always say this way: what person have you talked to today that made you want to go in the hallway and cuss in your loudest voice? Okay? Just every profane word you have learned in your lifetime, you just want to put it out there in the universe because these people have just worked your last nerve. We deal with that every day in this business.
Yes.
We deal with that every day in this business because, and like yesterday, I was talking to an agent and he's going through my program, and he said, well, in the first 2 weeks, I was saying, what he said was, I was like, is this really worth my time? I said, you know what? Those first 2 classes are meant to give you information, but they're also meant to test your will to see if you want to hang in there. I said, I start out with 12 all the time, but I always wind up with 9 or 10 because of people who think like you do. But you stayed in there. Now you've seen the progressive value of what we're going through. He said, hey, you don't have to tell me, I've seen the progressive value as we're going through this. I said, you've shown the capacity and a willingness to finish. Many don't have the capacity and a willingness to finish, and that's why you have those agents out there who be stalking a check of a closing because they don't have the capacity to work and get better. And you guys have seen that, like when you work with people, like, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just scary because you're like,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Yeah, and they're really out with their knives in their mouth. That's the way they run their business and their life. And it's not, when you're happy and you're comfortable and you're not desperate, you don't act like that.
No, you do not.
Right.
You do not.
No, you
So
do not.
you have to, when you're dealing with people, you have to create that space, making them feel comfortable, not like, do it now, because
Yeah.
I have to pay my light bill. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You transmit that energy to the client all day long.
Okay, 2 days ago, a lady, I never answered the phone at the office. Never. All right. One day we were so busy in the office, I said, can you pick up the phone? And I looked at,
No.
but I said, okay, fine, damn it. So I picked up, yes, this is Monterey Texas. Can I help you? Yell crane. And this lady screams, where is my check? I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. What's your name? What's the GF number? Stuff like that. I was like, I need my check. They told me if I don't pay my phone bill by 5 o'clock, they gonna turn it off.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, why are you sharing this with me?
This ain't my business.
She wants you to really understand.
She wants to understand her pain and her suffering. So the educator in me says, calm down. That's why we have to start building up that pipeline so you don't go through stuff like this. And we're not going to say what she said to me after I interjected that positive, okay?
Can't be said on
Can't
TV.
be said on TV. Okay? Can't be said on TV. Or this is like Gina said, this is family programming. We can't say what that woman said to me on that telephone. Okay, I said, was that called for? She said, you don't be telling me how to run my life. I said, well, I am so sorry. I said, do you have the GF number? The what number? That's the code number that we give all transactions. Here's the address. Look it up. Tell me where my check is at so I can go get it. Then she hung up on me, but I hadn't got the information yet. Okay. Then she realized she hung up on me. She called right back.
Did you answer?
I answered the phone. I said, yes, because they still busy, right? Yes, it's modern title Texas. Yeah, okay, can I help
Oh,
you?
it's you again. My
She
new
says,
friend.
I forgot to tell you my name and blah, 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 blah. I said, okay. I wrote it down and I looked it up, and not to look it up, I sent an email to our VP of escrow. She says, yeah, she's called every office looking for her check today.
She didn't know where her deal was closing?
No, what it was is, in her mind, one of the office must have her check already. We done sent it to the wrong office. So she called every one of our 6 offices looking for a check, even though she closed at the Katy office. All right, she'd have called Fulsher,
Everywhere
Sugarland,
but
Taba,
Katy.
everybody. But no, I was at Katy when I answered the
Okay.
phone. So basically, she had made the circuit of Monarch Tyler, Texas offices, right? She called every office. She even called our signing office, where there's nobody at our signing office. We only have our signing office when we closed over in the Galleria. She had called over there. She didn't raise hell with the reception over there at our signing office. She says, there's nobody here from Monarch today. They don't have anything on the calendar. Well, where's my check? She done stalked the woman over at the check.
Well, there's a couple of things. If you're that desperate for your check, why don't you do good customer service
Yeah.
and be at the closing with your clients?
Yes.
Because then that nice title escrow agent will be usually incognito, and do you want a copy of your paperwork? Yes, please.
Yeah.
And if it's funded, they include a copy of your check in there.
And you're correct. She was not at the closing.
So she didn't have no gas money,
That's what it was. She had no gas money.
but she gonna get some gas money to go get that check afterwards, anyways.
Oh, that I have never. Well, I've seen that behavior before, but the whole thing was that's where it goes to capacity. She has more capacity, but she is so focused on chasing that one thing versus going to get something else.
Yeah.
Whereas Platinum One Properties and One Innovative Group and My Mortgage Inc. and hell, Monarch Title, we are always seeking to fuel and build up our pipelines.
Correct.
So you're not sitting there getting ready to swan dive off a building, okay?
It's hard. It's really, as a salesperson,
Excuse me.
and when I'm hiring a loan officer, I'm very keen because I explain to them, in the 3 months you're going to make your money. Are you ready for that? You have to build your pipeline, because I know that when you are in that desperate mode, you transmit that to the client, they will know, and that's a turnoff
Exactly.
to anyone.
Yeah.
And it's hard when you are in it and be able to be level off, not to transmit that. So it's sad, and it just, you have to put that aside. And I know it's very hard to do, but that does not work. It does not work, people.
Oh, no, it doesn't. So this is the Real Estate U Show, and basically we live in a business of crazy people.
Yes, we do.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
There you go, and we'll try not to be crazy with them. I'm Neil Craig there now. We're going to take a break, pay some bills right now.
Promising the best escrow and title services experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network, perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Yep.
And we back.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid, and I'm stuck in the studio with these people.
He's so lucky.
Is that what they call it?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Who knew? Okay, well, thank you for sharing my.
Well, this is the first. Actually, you hadn't been here in like 3 weeks. I just thought about that because last week we had the Easter holiday special.
Yes.
Weekend before that, it was just me and the ladies.
Yeah, I was in.
You was in Austin.
Yeah.
Apparently, Austin is a
I know. What's up in there?
A hotbed of activity.
Apparently, Ian was there a few weeks ago. Dina's there this weekend.
But
so
see, Dina's at a hippie commune, though.
yes,
That's the difference.
you was at the college,
I was at the college at the track
aka
rate.
hippie commune too,
There
or
you go.
want to be a hippie commune.
Okay, remember Real Estate U Show. Subscribe.
Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell,
Yeah.
and share.
Exactly. So now we're moving into staying in your real estate lane.
Oh,
Yes. Okay. Now I'll start with me. All right. When people call me at the office and they try to hit me with an escrow question,
You're like,
my
"That's not
response
me."
is, I don't speak escrow. You work at the title company. Don't speak. I speak marketing. I don't speak escrow. Okay, I don't speak escrow. Okay, and don't ask me to schedule a closing because I'm outside of the woman I'm married to that I'm scared of. I'm scared of the escrow officers in my office if I try to schedule something on their calendar. No, I don't do none of
You
that.
don't even schedule your own calendar. That's why you got Elaine.
No, I don't. No. Don't ask me nothing. You want to market?
You're like, is it on my phone?
Exactly.
Elaine.
Is it on my Elaine? Call Elaine. You know. So basically, but I have found that people always in this business want to engage in areas where they have no expertise. They want to be a realtor when they are a home warranty person. They want to be a lender when they're a realtor. They want to be an inspector when they're an insurance person. Okay, stay in your lane. Stay in your area of expertise. I tell agencies all the time, there's nothing wrong with having knowledge of the services that your client needs, but to speak as an expert on the services that your client needs is not in your client's best interest. What are your thoughts?
Well, ours also, though, was that, TREC regulates that we don't actually speak out of turn as an inspector or something like that. I mean, we can point something out and say, this looks like something you may want to have inspected, but I can't go over there and go, oh, this is mold. No. Yes, if we go into contract, this is something we need to inspect during the option period, but that's not my lane.
No.
But, and, you have brought it up and stuff like that, is that we actually got approached again about doing short-term rentals in property management. And I made it very clear that that's something that we're looking into.
Right.
We have not done it yet. We're not ready to do that. But we're going to make sure at One Innovative Management that we're servicing our client to the best of our ability and make sure that we've at least done our homework before we take you on.
That's it.
And I'm going to give you a disclosure that I can't guarantee you that this is going to happen. We're going to have some hiccups going on the road.
Right.
We haven't done this yet. I'm not going to do some false sales pitch that we the greatest. We're gonna get you 300 days a year.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, and see, but that's the whole thing, staying in your lane. I mean, I still, having been a former banker and a lender, I still know enough to be dangerous, but not to the point of taking somebody through the process.
Yes.
Okay, the process is vastly changed. As Mr. Otis, I went from here to close, now it's here to close. I looked at those papers; they make your eyes just roll in the back of your head. There's so many papers to sign now. Okay,
You gonna pour trees?
yeah, you know, the whole thing is I started writing with my left hand, and I can't write with my left hand. Okay, but it's so different now. So Jennifer, when you're going through explaining the process to the realtor, explaining the process to the borrower, how do you restrain yourself from wanting to choke them when they tell you about, well, my friend told me?
Well, I've gotten actually snippy about that and said and what did they do again? To remind them, you don't go to the dentist to go check your heart.
Right.
You know, so, you know, there's things, this is a reminder, because I even have clients, oh, but it wasn't used to be like that. Well, things have changed, sir.
Yes.
You know, and this is why. And don't get offended, goes to everybody. You know, there's background checks that we do. Did you guys know that every person involved in a transaction goes through a FBI check every time that transaction runs?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
They did an FBI check on me?
Yes, sir.
And we closed anyway?
You got lucky.
I got lucky. My fingerprints wasn't on file at the time.
So
wow.
there's now commercial lenders are doing background checks. You know,
On the borrowers?
On the borrowers, yes. They want to make sure that
Make sure you on the up and up.
Yeah, that you have no criminal record.
So everybody's either a terrorist or a criminal
That's
up front. So basically, we're no longer a give 'em a chance nation
Nope.
anymore.
It's like we work to try to get you.
Well, I mean, but that's kind of, I mean, the semantics of that, maybe it does sound bad, but then let's talk about it on the flip side, though, is that we want to make sure that, you know, we're protecting our financial institutions as well, and
That's
that,
true.
you know, people are on the up and up. They're not trying to launder some money or something, but, you know.
What's wrong with money laundering? Anyway.
How many dry cleaners you own?
But think about it. I look at it this way, because of course I'm from here when it came to commercial lending and stuff like that. I've always made jokes about when something takes too long to sell. Oh, they're using that for money laundering.
Yeah.
I would say stuff like that, right? But now people are actually money laundering.
But it's been real estate has been always one of the biggest
Yes,
vehicles for money laundering.
But so now it's all eyes on you now. Whereas, well, okay, well, we ain't worried about these 5 bad apples because we got 95 really good ones.
Yeah.
But now everybody's a bad.
Well, you know, you're talking about that too, is that, you know, whenever, like, Colorado legalized cannabis,
Yeah.
they couldn't put the cash
In the
money
bank.
in the bank, so they started buying real estate with the cash.
That's right. Absolutely. That's the way you get to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But think about it this way. It's staying in your lane, in your real estate lane, all right? I, as you said earlier, I can't be a realtor.
No, because we already know you're going to tell somebody to trip and fall.
Exactly. Okay, so maybe that's just too much, all right? You got to be nice to people all day long. You got to care about their kids crying, all that kind of stuff. That's just too much, all right? Why didn't you lock them in the car? It's illegal to leave the kids in the car by themselves.
Just
I
leave
was
it
left in the
running.
car many times as a kid. My mother didn't give a damn, okay? And I'm here.
Times have changed. We went from this amount of paperwork to this amount of paperwork.
So, you know, you can't leave the kids in the car, you know? But think about it. You have all these things that have changed in regard to the process. And then you say, stay in your lane, right? Stay in your lane. Do your job, I'll do my job. But not everybody, you still have so many people who upset the transaction by trying to do everybody else's job, which is why I love my escrow officer, Susan Fitzpatrick. All right? Susan is the hitman, the police, the terrorists, She's everything. She ain't gonna let you get away with nothing and try to tell her how to do her job. She will let you have it in a very customer service friendly kind of way.
Well, that's what we have to do, though. You know, it's just like I've had lenders that have gotten mad at me, and I've gotten a couple clients that have talked to Dina, but because y'all know me, I'm going to make sure that we're on top of our dates.
Absolutely.
And we're going to make sure that I'm trying to do, because that's one of my jobs as a realtor, and that's my lane,
Right.
is to make sure I help you follow this contract. And y'all know that that lender got upset with me because, you know, the client ended up calling him pissed off because I'm going, hey, we're closing on Friday. And you just make sure you saw that text or that email from the lender. Make sure you get the documents back to them. Getting mad at me, the realtor, for doing that to try to make sure that the client's seeing what's needed.
Right.
I'm not trying to tell him what the lender needs or anything. Just, hey, friendly reminder. Here's a text because I know you're younger. You're a millennial.
Right.
You may not be checking that email, but you're going to see my text.
But see, that's why I don't deal with insecurities. That's an insecure response. They are insecure. I don't deal with insecurities because the estimation of dealing with me was, a former boss told me this one time. It was a dispute between some realtors and a lender. And I said, hey, well, you want me to call and make that? No. No. I said, well, what's wrong? He says, EL, you don't send a wartime general to a peace summit. I'm like, what? He says, you have no patience with people at all. If I let you go over there and try to handle that situation, you're going to blow the whole thing to hell.
We ain't going to have a deal.
We ain't going to have a deal. That's what he said. We ain't going to have a deal. So, no, you sit right there and don't pick up that phone. Don't touch that phone.
Don't look at it.
You know, just wait to get paid your bonus on that. We don't need you talking to nobody. But that's what he knew what lane I needed to be in.
Yes.
He said, now, if we need somebody to start a war, create a big fight, add fuel to the fire, we going to send you in there. Other than that, you stay right there.
Yeah. And sometimes you have to, as a professional, you have to stand your ground when you know what you're doing, right? So I don't have a problem telling a client, you know, because they tend to sometimes, especially the disorganized ones, they tend to now pointing the finger because they gave you after 2 weeks that you've been asking for the documents. Now they give them to you and they want a response tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. So I quickly had to remind them, no, sir, this is not the way that happened. Okay, I remember, go back to your emails. I've been asking for documents for 2 weeks. And now, not only did you give me the documents, but you haven't given me your proof of funds. Now I'm trying to actually, you know, accommodate you, but no, sir. This is on you. And don't be coming stressing me out because now you're stressed out about money. When you had 3 weeks to give me the document.
There you go.
Yeah. You know, so it's about, you know, and it's not being mean, but it's being also realistic. Sir, I'm not the only one that is servicing you. Yeah. So let's go to the break. And I'll keep on my ranting.
Experience possible. And now you're ready to grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network. Perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective, growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Okay, we back from where? This is the Real Estate U Show in the Homes and Land Studio, powered by Monarch Tyler, Texas. Remember, we're RAU TV, have our own YouTube channel.
Yes.
But we also are streaming live on the HughesNet satellite TV, where Facebook Live, Facebook TV, YouTube TV, FM Live, Vimeo, TuneIn TV, Roku, Apple TV, Tasty TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max, Sling, Discovery Plus, Paramount Plus, Philo, Apple TV Plus. It's a difference, okay? Sling, Fubo, Blue Stars, The Gravity, and my favorite, the Crunchyroll. There we go. All via HughesNet Live Television Network, Satellite Television Network. Okay, so now we're talking about different things today.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Yeah, that's his job. That's just too much. I already said enough, Danny. Okay,
He hit the button to remind me.
there you go. There you go. Okay, the team collaboration of the real estate transaction. And we are the perfect example of collaboration and how that works.
Yes.
All right. Now, do we get mad at each other? Yes, we do. Do we get impatient with each other? Yes, we do. Do we say under our breath and out loud to slip and fall? Yes, we do. But we stay on task.
We do.
In getting the transaction done on our client's behalf. Because the one thing we can agree on, 100%.
We like to get paid.
That's right. And as long as the check clear, we can take out them under the breath cuss out. Okay?
And then we'll go have a margarita together.
There you go. Have a go a margarita right after, as soon as, something like that. So basically, I live and breathe collaboration because I teach collaboration, all right? And it has worked really, really well for us. This is why we now have the One Innovative Studios, so that we can promote our realtor partners, lender partners, builder partners. They want to come in here and do commercials and do advertising. We're getting everything set up with our
church friends.
Our tweaking executive producer, he's setting it up so we can have live remotes out all over in the community and stuff like that. Matter of fact, all over the world, literally, because our link can do it anywhere. But it's still about the collaboration aspect of it. So, and that takes us back for a second. We all stay in our lane.
We do.
We stay in our lane. I do not want to talk leases. I want to talk contracts. All I want to know, did the purchase contract get delivered to Monarch Title like it was supposed? Is the earnest money and the option fee over there? Okay, Chris, I don't need to talk to you no more. Bye.
And don't call him to schedule. He done reminded us of that too.
Yeah, I'll do none of that. I'm there like, here's my closed report for the week. That's all I'm looking at. I go close report. I said, this is a day missing. Oh, he went on vacation. You got a day missing. I need you to come back and update this. This is not good enough for me, buddy. What's wrong with you? Are you high?
And I think that's, you're talking about it, and like Jennifer and I will get on last Saturday, actually, even though we were off for the holiday weekend, Jennifer and I met with a new client.
Yeah.
Who has a lot of moving parts currently in his life, and has her phone dictating of my speaking currently.
What's going on?
But we were actually able to sit down together as realtor and as lender,
Right.
listen to him together, because, and my opinion is that it's great for us to do that because he had so many different moving parts and things he wants to do, a potential upcoming divorce, but maybe needing to sell current primary residence, needing to buy him a primary residence, also wanting to invest into a few properties, but then we may be able to assist your current wife as well with her next purchase. But that's a lot of moving parts. So instead of me having to say, this is all great questions, writing stuff down, Jennifer was there to actually speak on the lending side.
And nothing gets lost in translation.
And nothing gets lost. We're all sitting there, and so he applies with her. We handle the actual sales and the purchases. She handles the financing of it, and everybody's on the same page.
Right.
And it gave the client, I think, a little bit more of a comfort level, being able to speak to everybody all at the same table.
Because what most people don't understand is these multiple moving parts, there are situations in a transaction that one entity in the transaction can answer on behalf of the other entity. Okay?
Correct.
I don't know what your DTI is. So I don't know if this is a good insurance quote or not. Only your lender knows. I don't know about are they going to leave the appliances. That's only something that your realtor is going to know.
Right.
All I can tell you is, did the option fee get in?
And did your earnest money get
Did
there
you earn
within the
money?
3 days?
That's all you're getting from me. But if you want further information from the title side, I'll put you with the escrow officer that's assigned to your transaction.
Yes.
That's the way it works. People need to understand this collaboration works because of the communication between the collaborators. All right.
Yes.
I don't try to do Jennifer's job. Jennifer doesn't try to do Chris's job. Chris doesn't try to do my job. But we are aware of the impact each other's job has on the transaction.
Right.
And that's the beautiful part of the collaboration, and make sure that we're communicating. Because I'll tell you right now, and I'll bring up Susan Fitzpatrick. Susan and I have known each other 12 plus years. We worked at a company that left the state and left us high and dry. She went one way, I went, and we've been trying to get back in the same office ever since. Ever since I went over to Monarch Tyler, Texas, and because she calls herself my Sugarland escrow wife, all right? Every time I go over there to my Sugarland escrow wife, right? How we work is based upon trust. I know Susan's going to protect my brand.
Yes.
Susan knows I'm going to protect her brand. And if there's conflict, like we had a conflict the other day, but it wasn't really a conflict, somebody was trying to throw Susan under the bus. I jumped in to make sure, no, she did her part. Okay, you can't throw her on the bus. And then I explained it why to the client. So then the client got involved and says, okay, don't lie on my people again. Okay? We trying to get,
Yeah.
That's what you have to have. You guys have worked with Susan, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. She is efficient, proficient. Her and Maddie, they are a team of teams in getting the deal done. All right? So if you tell me that Susan did something, you better be able to have some documentations and backup to tell me that she didn't do something, because Susan, to give you an example, she's a cancer survivor. She was back to work 6 weeks after her surgery.
Oh, wow.
That's how dedicated a person in this profession Susan is. That's who you want to collaborate with. That's why you want to collaborate with a Chris Blackwell and a Jennifer Nina and a Dina Ramos. That's why you want to collaborate with them, because they understand what's necessary to get it done by doing their individual jobs.
And I think the other thing too is that we're not about pointing fingers. We're more about let's find a solution that, because we're all human. And actually, I don't think there's been any deals that we've done together that any big things have come up.
Right.
But if something does come up, we're quickly just, hey, on the phone, hey, did you see this? I don't understand. Or even if it's something like, even if it was something that, like Jennifer was talking about, that was part of my responsibility,
right.
She sees it, and maybe, like, for some reason, it didn't get on my list. she'll mention it and go, oh, yes, hang on, let me go do that real quick,
Right.
and vice versa kind of a thing. So that way we cover each other's backs.
Yeah, because like when we was on the way in, she had a phone call from one of her clients, and it was the same kind of information. She gave her the lady the information, and the lady information. Then the lady explained a particular thing that Jennifer needed to have explained, and now it's covered.
Yeah.
You know, because that's her job. What if I would answer the phone? Okay.
She's going to need to call you back.
Exactly, because that's not my job.
Yeah.
And you know, I've always liked this particular statement: do your job. I'm gonna do mine. You do your job. You do your job. And if we all do our job, this is gonna get done.
Correct.
You know, and that's the beauty of collaboration in a real estate transaction. Think about it. When we was trying to get that acreage sold, okay, we were all on a mission because everybody was counting dollars. Let's be real clear. Okay?
We were.
We were counting dollars for real. I was going to take a vacation every 37 seconds. Okay, so, but everybody had their role in trying to get that deal. We didn't get the deal, but everybody had a
Correct.
role trying to get a deal because we were all doing our job in relation to that transaction. So when you have somebody who's trying to do everybody else's job, how do you deal with that? On the other side of a transaction.
I really don't.
I you know, sometimes it like, I'm pretty good about catching on to it, but the other day it escaped me, so I had a realtor refer me a deal. It was a high one too, and for some reason he quoted this is the rate, right? So now, of course, and it's a little bit higher, so it really turned off the client. So at this point, I'm like, why?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Forget it was me, but why? Why are you going to rate? You don't know the qualifications of a bar. This is not based on, okay, he's a doctor and
Right.
he has a 700 score. It has not. This is a high end loan,
Right.
so costs are not going to be different. So why?
Right.
So it can actually hurt. In this case, it hurted me because he went ahead and gave expectations to a client that it wasn't real.
Wasn't realistic.
It wasn't realistic. So it may end up hurting him because now to find a lender to do that
meet those
is
expectations.
Exactly.
And I think with that though, as a realtor, we're trying to say like, okay, give them an idea.
Right.
We're looking at maybe like this is what it's showing as a prime rate. But I know myself, I qualify it like, this is like A1 prime rate. It's before we even start looking at anything, I tell people, you're going to have to get a pre-approval.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just going to take you around and show you 50 different places until we get that pre-approval. And then, but once you've given a rate, then, okay, maybe I'll go plug it into a calculator and kind of say, look, based on the rate she gave you and the interest or the tax rate, stuff like that, that maybe this. But, and I think that's really kind of a thing is really just talking to people about, my whole thing is kill them with kindness. Well, thank you for speaking to the client, but that's not really the situation, is one thing I'll do too. Is like try to be,
No.
nice about it. But
Not gonna do it.
aggressive.
No. And the whole thing is we have to remember the value of what we do.
exactly.
That's what we have to do.
Well, we're about to hit our last commercial break of
Yes, we're going
today's
to take
show.
a commercial break. And we're going to come back and visit with you guys and people. I'm E.L. Crane.
We're not.
Dina is at Hippie Commune.
Yes.
Take a break.
To grow and take your business to the next level. With decades of experience and a commitment to providing top quality service, their team will ensure your client's closing process is smooth, on time, and stress-free. You gain access to proprietary training programs, professional development, and a valuable nationwide network, perfect for realtors, builders, mortgage companies, and banks. If you're ready to take your residential or commercial real estate services to the next level, you've come to the right place. Are you looking for the best mortgage loans available nationwide? Welcome to My Mortgage Inc., Led by award-winning mortgage expert Jennifer Nina, with expertise in both Florida and Texas markets, and a national team for all your mortgage needs, now you can borrow with confidence. Whether buying, selling, or investing in real estate, you deserve the very best mortgage solutions available, whether it's for new construction, luxury, or an investment property. As a long-time mortgage specialist, Jennifer has built her lender reputation on getting the deal done. And you want to know the best part? By working with Jennifer and My Mortgage Inc., you gain access to the REU RMG, an international invitation-only multimedia platform offering exclusive real estate buying and selling resources, business alliances, and so much more. Doesn't get better than that. My Mortgage Inc. We treat your mortgage like our mortgage. Find out more information at yourmortgagepro.biz today.
Okay, bills paid. This is our final segment of April 15, 2023. Now, you know what the 18th is, right?
Tax day.
Yes.
The finalization of tax day. I'm working on deciding if I'm going to pay mine or not.
Well,
That and Tweaking executive producer had to send some money to the government for us. So
I don't think I should pay taxes.
I don't think I should either. But
And it's not
apparently
about
I
you,
have
Chris.
to.
It's about me. Okay, it's
Look,
not
here,
about
we
you.
can both be on the same page
Okay,
occasionally.
Okay, on the tax.
I was all happy that morning. I looked, I'm like, oh, look, there's all kinds of money in the bank account because he pulled stuff from savings to
Right.
paying it. I looked after lunch. There ain't nothing there no more.
Oh yeah,
Hurt my
What
feelings.
You was getting ready to go to lunch with cloth napkins, but we wound up in a drive-through.
Yes. Wound up at the convenience store. More like it.
Got a Slim Jim. Got a Slim Jim. So we got tax day coming up.
Yes.
We're still planning for the next real estate investment seminar.
Correct.
Okay. Now you are aware that I have been up to good on behalf of the Real Estate Youth Show this week. Are you not?
No, I have not heard.
No, you have not heard?
No.
I haven't shared.
No.
I've been
You
kind
have
of
not
busy.
communicated.
I've not communicated. Well, my wife can tell you plenty about my communication skills.
We know.
Sucky, sucky.
I'm trying to get better, people. This whole new answer to other people in your house, that's a lot of work. That's like work. What the hell? Well, anyway, we have a new relationship with History Maker Homes. And History Maker Homes is going to allow me to teach CE classes at all of their communities around the city.
Well, that's awesome.
But you, my friends at Real Estate Youth Show and One Innovative Group and Platinum One Properties and other RMGs can have home buyer workshops and seminars in all of their locations around the city too. So Elaine is getting ready to put a calendar together and you choose where you want to have it at. We have Katy, Conroe, we have Texas City, Lago Mar. We have Sonterra out there. We have Artavia. They building all of their 9 different Sienna. 9 different communities. So think about it. If you want to brand, rebrand, expand your brand, you now have 9 different communities to host these buyer seminars in, but you could also do traffic building events there as well for consumer traffic. And who was those consumer clients going to belong to if they don't have an agent? You.
That is awesome to
So
hear.
that's what we have with History Maker Homes. So History Maker Homes is now a new friend of the REU show.
Well, that's great to
That is
hear.
amazing.
So that's what. So Elaine is putting the calendar together now for classes and seminars. And you just look up History Maker Homes and identify those locations that you want to have events at, so that when we have the dates solidified, it will allow us to move forward.
You know what? And even we can add something to that where we can actually advertise and do like kind of a tour
Yeah.
of the communities and show them what they can buy.
Well, like Artavia is one that the clients I was speaking about earlier, that's one of the ones that they really like. So we'll see.
So it's those kind of things that we do differently at the Real Estate U Show.
Exactly. So what else you got going on this week?
They working me like a Hebrew slave. I have 5 classes.
That's only a class a day. That's a class a day.
Ask her about me and my classes.
It's a preparation procedure.
I
I
mean,
don't see him when he's so
I
that
thought-
busy. I don't see my husband until the weekend.
I thought that you would. Well, it got better because I thought you were doing like 2 or 3 a day a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but see, now it is because I've diversified who I'm doing them with. I have to recreate the classes for the different offices.
Okay.
Okay, it's the same message, but different offices have different needs that they want me to incorporate. Then we have different sponsors, different attendees, different deliverables. So it's all those kind of things like that.
Well, maybe Elaine can help you with some of that.
No, she said her job is to coordinate my schedule. My job is to remember to call her and ask her what I'm talking about.
Well, what about you, Miss Nina?
Well, I got actually, thank God, market is really surprisingly increasing. So we had a few interest rates drops. So, and at least for me, I cannot keep a talk for the whole country, but business is really picking up. So, it always happens when the summer's coming.
Yeah, because we're getting into buying season.
So, I'm getting a lot of pre-construction deals, a lot of rehab deals. So putting those together is a little bit more challenging because we have to get budgets and all that stuff. So I'm pretty busy with work.
Well, good.
That's a good thing. I'm happy.
Yeah. I didn't see her yesterday. I'm here, and she said I'm working. But I'll go upstairs.
She's upstairs.
I'll go upstairs.
Well, we know you don't like stairs,
Yeah,
and y'all didn't get the elevator installed.
And plus, the fact is, I'm still trying to figure out how we were even having any kind of conversation about sharing space in the office. I don't even know why we was even having that conversation. Because if you go up there right now, there ain't no room but for her and the dog. Okay, that's it. The only room up there for is her and the dog. She done put a bookcase up in there. She got the TV on the wall over here.
That's right.
Where the hell am I supposed to sit at? Okay, so why even go up there? I sit down on the couch right there and do my little thing, and get the hell out of there early in the morning. Go to my office. I ain't trying to go upstairs.
I need vision boards. And
Yeah, she got all this stuff over there. I'm like, why was we even having a conversation about sharing an office? What the hell was I was thinking? Okay, so yeah, that's what we got going on. So what you got going on?
Well, we have still doing more property management leads.
Okay.
So I got a calendar full of follow-up phone calls to make this week. We have actually I put out new advertising for the listing in Cedar Crossing.
Okay.
But then Dina got a message that it actually went into contract,
Oh, yes.
so I wouldn't cancel that campaign.
That's y'all's listing?
Yeah, the 2324 Cedar Place.
Load the check clear.
So
Exactly.
exactly.
Get a check, damn it, get a check.
So, but I went and withdrew our Google and our social media ads that I had just put in and
Right.
renewed that day. So now we got to have a conversation on Monday. Well, which one are we going to target
Right.
for our new ads? So we'll be putting those out this week. Got applicants that y'all heard me during the commercial break talking about. We had applicants applying, even as we're sitting here for some rentals. So we got a couple of rentals that people are moving out. One of our investors bought a new property and and they got moved.
Right.
And so we're renting out or getting the lease ready for the place they were living in.
Okay.
So got that going on. So just multiple moving parts this week.
And see, and that's what actually, when people say there's no business going on, you're not working.
Correct.
We're working. We're constantly working. All right.
Yes.
See, now my wife accused me of being a workaholic.
But you know what she told me? I'm like, well, what'd you like about him? Well, I like his work ethic.
Yeah.
Well, how can you complain about him working whenever one thing you said you married him was
Because he takes it to
his
the
work
next level. He takes it to the next level. Jesus.
This is my job. What the hell is wrong with you? When I see an opportunity, you got to jump on it. Okay? But see, it's a dynamic. But this is the Real Estate U Show. We're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific time. We're always joined by the cute one. That would be him, Chris Blackwell. The solution finder. That would be Jennifer Nina. The hippie, she's not here this week, Dina Ramos. And the disgruntled black man, the DBM. We're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central.
Yes.
12 noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time. We appreciate you watching us. Remember, like,
subscribe, hit that notification bell,
and share.
Yes.
And know that we are here for you, whatever you need. So, I'm E.L. Crane, and there or not, we like to tell you bye.
Bye, people.
All right.